nature spirits. Qu'est-ce que c'est? That's a little bit better. We are back. What is going on, guys? Today we are playing some nature spirits. This deck first came around in EX7, and it quickly became one of my favorites. It's probably up there top 3 with Red Hybrid and Dark Knightmon. I like weird decks. But anyway, let's hop into the build and then we'll play some games and see what happens. So we're running 4 copies of the new Motimon egg. This guy is sort of what brings everything together. Whenever you play a nature spirit, you can attack with a nature spirit with the Motimon under it. This allows us to combo off in some pretty ridiculous ways and gets us right where we need to be. 4 copies of Otamamon. This guy, he's a nature spirit, so of course we have to play him. And he's a floodgate. Doesn't stop too much in the current meta, I don't think, except for MedievalGallantmon exactly, who is a bit of a threat, so probably good to deal with him. Then we got 4 copies of Tentomon, and I am so glad this deck has a searcher now. It reveals the top 3 cards of the deck, and adds an Insectoid and a Nature Spirit to the hand. And also inherited plus 2k, which does come up. It's quite a good boost. Then we've got 3 copies of Gotsumon. He is a blocker and inherited reboot. I personally like him. I've considered switching to 3 Otamamon and 4 Gotsu, but if you're in a matchup where you need the Otamamon, you'll really need it, so better to have it. Then we're running 3 copies of Gekomon. I love this guy. So on play on Digivolving, draw 1, so you can Digivolve it into him, draw for Digivolving, and then draw 1 for his when Digivolving effect, so he's just pure card advantage. Fantastic ability, and then inherited jamming, which can't really complain too much about. We've got 1 copy of Starmon. On play when Digivolving, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 3k for the turn. Your opponent has a floodgate, drop this, kill it. It's fine. Inherited Barrier also does come up, but it's not quite as useful as Inherited Jamming. Then we've got 2 copies of Monochromon. I personally would like to up this, but I just don't really have the space for it. So he's a 1-cost evolution, and he has Inherited Piercing. It's very good with our higher levels, so he's a nice one to have. Then we got 3 copies of Kabuterimon. On play when Digivolving, you can suspend a Digimon and inherited plus 2k. We like this guy because he can be double searched off the Tentomon. So if you search with Tentomon, you find a Nature Spirit and you find Kabuterimon, you can grab them both. That's why we like to see him. Then we've got 2 copies of Tortomon, blocker, and it can't be deleted on your opponent's turn by their effects, so it's a solid blocker to have. If you're in desperate need of something, then this guy can't be dealt with. Just block when you need to. We've got 1 ShogunGekomon, and I kind of want to put this up, but I'm not sure. So on play, one of your opponent's Digimon or Tamers can't suspend until the end of their turn. It's fine lockdown ability. But during your turn, none of your Nature Spirit trait Digimon's attack targets can change. And that's really good against decks like Mother Shoto, where they put up a lot of blockers. Like you've seen, Mirage now runs Hwankunmon for the same effect. This gives it to everything. So I think there's merit to him, but I'll play about with the deck a bit more and see what happens. Then we've got 1 copy of Triceramon. On play when Digivolving, you can suspend one of your opponent's Digimon and it can't unsuspend until the end of their turn. This is good at keeping things locked out whenever we need to. If your opponent's threatening lethal, then we can use this to tap their Digimon down and it can't unsuspend. And inherited whenever it deletes a Digimon in battle, trash top security, which is incredibly relevant. So relevant, in fact, that the next card, MegaKabuterimon, has the same inherited. It's also got Fortitude, and while suspended, it gets plus 3k. So he's good for some pretty early swings. He's going to be 10k when you swing him, 12k if you have the Tentomon, 14 if you have the Kabuterimon. So you can do some pretty good damage with him early on. Then we got 4 copies of Jagamon. This guy is the goat of this deck. On play, Digivolve one of your opponent's Digimon, and then during your opponent's turn, all of your Nature Spirits gain blocker. That's so good to have if we're building up a wide board. We can just block with whatever we want. Excellent. Then we've got 1 copy of MetalEtemon. I'm not sold on him, but he has come up before, so he's good to have. On play when Digivolving on deletion. So you can trigger this twice most of the time. Give one of your opponent's Digimon security attack -2 until the end of their turn, and then de-Digivolve one of their Digimon. So yeah, it does come up. It helped me win against against Nightmare Soldiers last week at Locals, so take it. Then we've got the Boogeyman of the format, MedievalGallantmon. This guy is insane. He is an 11 cost when he would be played by suspending 2 Digimon. Not 2 of your Digimon, just 2 Digimon. Reduce the play cost by 4, allowing you to play him for 7. Alliance and Vortex, and when Digivolving you can suspend one of your... When Digivolving you can suspend a Digimon, then you may delete one of your opponent's 8k or lower Digimon. For each other suspended Digimon, you add 3k to that. This can clear a lot. And the best part is, all turns once per turn when Digimon are played, you may activate one of this Digimon's when Digivolving effects. So it's effectively an on-play and when Digivolving because it can see itself being played, and then if you play anything else, it'll trigger it. If your opponent plays something, it'll trigger it. Very volatile card. Incredibly strong. Then we've got 3 copies of HerculesKabuterimon Ace. We've got the nice SP version of it, because my friend actually pulled one of these and sold it to me, and I love it. So it is an ace, so we have the general ace things associated with that. Overflow 4, Blast Digivolve. On play when Digivolving, you can suspend up to 3 Digimon, and for each of your opponent's Digimon were suspended by this effect, you can gain a memory. So you can steal back turn with this if need be. It's happened against Steel Brigade, it's quite nice. And when this Digimon suspends until the end of your opponent's turn, one of your Digimon gains piercing and 3k. Good for some swings. I just wish this carried over if we were to DNA this into Tlalocmon, but we can't always get what we want. Then we've got the main mega for the deck, 4 copies of Eldradimon. I know it's Eldradimon, but I say Eldradimon, it just sounds better. It's got blocker. On play when Digivolving by revealing top 4 cards of your deck, you can play up to 7 play cost worth of Nature Spirit trait Digimon among them from the hand without paying the cost, and put the rest on the bottom. So this will effectively let us go gambling. Ideally what we want to find off that effect is this guy. But if that's not there, then this guy's pretty good. Or one of these 2. Or if need be, we can also... This helped me out earlier. We play Gekomon and Tentomon because we can play up to 7 costs. So we can hit a 4 cost and a 3 cost. So it's quite nice in that way. That the deck's kind of been built so that you can play out a rookie and a champion. Or an ultimate. Or a mega. Just depending on what you get. The only card you can't play out with that is, well, this because it's not a Nature Spirit, and these because they're too big. End of turn, 2 of your Digimon may DNA Digivolve into an NSP trait Digimon in the hand, which is going to be our Tlalocmon. Tlalocmon, when Digivolving, you can play a 7 cost or lower Nature Spirit trait card from your hand without paying the cost, and if you're DNA Digivolving, you play 2 instead, but they have to be different colours. Hence why we have a lot of different colours. And when Digivolving and when attacking once per turn, one of your opponent's Digimon gets minus 7,000 DP for each of your Digimon. This is just going to kill. This is just going to erase something from the board. I don't know why it's written like that. It could have just said, delete one of your opponent's Digimon and it would have the same effect. Well, not the same effect because protections and stuff, but you know what I mean. If this hits a Digimon, it's going. Then we've got 2 copies of Davis, so on play reveal the top 3 cards of your deck, add a blue and a green Digimon card. So we've got a lot of blues, we've got a lot of greens, so we can't search any of our black stuff, which is a bit unfortunate, but it's the best we can do. We've got 1 copy of Mimi. I'm kind of going back and forth between the Davis and the Mimis. So Mimi, if you have a level 5 or higher green Digimon in play, you can suspend her to hatch an egg or raise a level 3. Pretty good for like some lethal swings if we need 1 more attack. In the same boat, we've got 1 copy of Promo Louis. On play, you may move one of your level 3 or higher Digimon from the breeding area to the battle area, and then you can tap him to gain a memory when you do so. So this just allows us to get him 1 final swing if we need to. And then we've got Nature Spirits, the field spell. While we have no face-up security cards, we can ignore this card's color requirement and then place it in security. And it gives all of our Nature Spirits Alliance. And in security, we can play 1 level 5 or lower Digimon card with Nature Spirit trait from the hand without paying the cost. That was a bit of a long overview because we've got so many different effects doing very different things. But let's hop into the games and see how this deck does. Alright, here we are for game 1. And this hand is looking pretty good. We've got our level 3 in the back with our Gotsu, we've got our Search or Tentomon, we've got our Davis, our Ace, our level 5. That's a pretty strong hand, so we're gonna run it and we're gonna see what happens. Playing against Moon Knight, that was a great series on Disney Plus. If you haven't watched it, did love that. Appear to be on Gallantmon, which I'm not super pleased about. That deck is kind of insane, but we'll play it out and we'll see what happens. So we'll hatch the Motimon and we'll go to Gotsu. This way we can get our inherited Rebit live. And then this is the Blitz one. I think we just play Davis here. Get some more card advantage and lock him at 1. Yeah, let's see what Davis grabs us. Because we've got the Gekomon next turn to draw 2, and we can set up an ace. Oh. Okay. I'm going to take that. Okay, let's try that again. We don't have a name for our opponent this time, so we're not getting any hints as to what they're on. This hand's still looking pretty solid as well. We're going second, which means we can do the same thing as last time. Just Gotsu in the back and play out the Davis. We've got the 4s and the 5s. We don't have the ace this time, but we can find it, so I'm not too worried about that. Maybe the server's just having issues, because I can't think of a deck that would take this long to decide whether or not it wants to hatch. Maybe Davis? I don't know. Guy was playing Davis at my locals today, and he came like 2nd or 3rd, so it was pretty good. Sunomon, is this Nume? Is this Alderas? This could be anything. Agumon. My guess is Omnimon Ace, which is a deck that I actually played against today at locals with my Barbamon. Which will be next week's video. So get ready for that. We'll just play our Davis. Oh, that is nice. Add our Medieval Gallant. Gotta love that. You know, so much of this card, it's so crazy that it's green. Like, if it weren't green, it would not have some of the like niche tech uses that it has in this deck, but because it's green. Is this... Oh, this is Alter S. Okay. Okay, how far up is he going to combo? Let's find out. If he can go all the way here, that's pretty crazy. Comes to the Greymon. Gains memory. Greymon effect. We'll let that go into Werga. And this will gain a memory, won't it? No? Windage evolving. Gonna go... He's gonna go all the way up here, isn't he? That's crazy doing your full Alter Ass combo on turn 2. He's not. Okay. Okay. Do we even raise the Gotsu, or do we just keep him there? I think we just keep him there. Nice two unsuspended Digimon you got there. So we will not suspend anything, and we will explode the Metal Gray. And then we will Vortex over the Wergaroo. Dizzy Scoop. Oh, that's why I didn't get the memory last time, because he had that Agumon in the stack. Okay. If he commits anything to the board here, Medieval's just gonna kill it. Yeah. Okay, get your search. Malgramon and Ty and Madison. Don't think he can take anything else. Yes, we will. So, suspend that, and then blow it up. Yeah, let's bring this guy out. We'll go to Gekomon. Gekomon will draw one. And then I think we go in with Alliance. So we've got the reboot under the Gekomon, so yeah, we're pretty good. Now, do I go to Jagamon, threaten an ace, or do I set up my field spell? See, the thing is, he needed to play another Digimon. The MedievalGallantmon kind of just floodgates him out of the game. Let's go to level 5. If he... Yeah, it's got blocker. If he outs the medieval here, that sucks. But it's not the end of the world. What is annoying is that we've got all 3 of the aces in hand. So we're not going to see it off the Eldradimon search. But what does he do here? Just plays that. Okay. So we will suspend this and pop this. Yeah, this is a bit of a non-game MedievalGallantmon. It's just breaking this deck. Alrighty. Let's go to this in the back. I think here I play Tentomon. Alliance the Tentomon. If this survives a that's got jamming. Yeah, I can totally get lethal here. Let's play this, so we'll add Kabuterimon, and we'll add Eldradimon. And then we'll activate his when Digivolving to clear that Garurumon. And then... Yeah, that doesn't really do anything. May as well attack. Hits a Mantai. That is fine. We'll swing in. We will... As long as he doesn't die on this swing. He's fine. And he's dead. That is unfortunate. Oh boy. I'm not worried. I'm in a really good state here. Unfortunately, I cannot Tlalocmon for game, but we move, as the kids say. So go to this. We'll go gambling. Card advantage, please. Draw one. And search. Add Kabuterimon. Add Tlalocmon. And yeah, over to you. I'm so upset. End of turn DNA. I was going to DNA the MedievalGallantmon and the Eldoradi into Tlalocmon. What does he do here? Because even if he fires off an ultimate flare, I still have a rookie in the back, and I have Gekomon. Alright, just gonna start building again. Oh, hard drop blitz. Now, the threat here is Gallantmon Crimson mode. So we are not going to play into that. We are just going to Tlalocmon. Tlalocmon effect will play out... play out this guy. Why not? He hasn't seen the field yet. And then minus DP the shit out of that. We're not going to do that. Minus DP the shit out of that blitz. And yeah, that's us. Yeah, he was probably holding up Gallantmon. As soon as he sees the DP minus, he's done. Alright, time for one more game. Going first, this is pretty solid. We can Gotsumon and then Monochromon for 1. Pass him over to 1. We got our level 4, so yeah, let's fire this off and see. Lost Echo. I love Nature Spirits. It's so much fun to play. And nobody ever expects anything from it, but... Oh, we've got Ice Snow. I know I can win this matchup because I've done it before. I don't know what any of these cards do. Okay, it's just a cost reduction, and when attacking, give one of your opponent's Digimon sec -1. Alright, that is fine. Let's just keep in the back and go MegaKabuteri. There's our field spell, which is always good to see. Don't play their Tamer. Let's just field spell it up. May as well. Got a Tortomon off that. So that means next turn we can drop the Searcher, grab something, and then swing in with Alliance, or we can play the Gecko. If I could draw Eldradimon here, I could do some pretty insane stuff. No, we don't. Let's search for it. So we'll do that. Didn't find it, but we will add Hercules as our Insectoid and MegaKabuterimon. We don't need another field spell. We'll swing in. We will Alliance. So we're only on 11k, so okay, we're fine. I don't like that they've got 3 trainings, that kind of scares me. I do have the Ace, so they know I have the Ace. Gallantmon coming out. There's Frigimon. This lets him play the Tamer, doesn't it? No? Oh, I thought it did. What plays the Tamer in this deck? Gets rid of the Piercing and then the other 2 sources. Okay, gains a memory because I have no Digimon with sources. The annoying thing is Hexabloy here just kind of shuts us down entirely. Can't activate when Digivolving effects. That is a pain in the ass. Okay, we're going to Scatty. We can work with this. Scattymon puts something into security when Digivolving, doesn't it? It's kind of insane that that can just play another level 6. Going to use it. I wouldn't use it now. I would have used it at the end of the attack. What's he got when attacking? Give something sec -2. Oh shit. I can't ace this. Because my ace does nothing when Digivolving because of that effect. Does this have any sort of protection? Barrier. That is annoying. Barrier's an annoying one to get through in general. Gekomon. Because I don't think I'm stunned here, so I can maybe make this work. Or am I stunned? No, I am stunned. I am stunned. Just build up in the back. That would be quite nice if we could get into it, but this will not use any one Digivolving effect, so not super useful here. Just build in the back. Rebit piercing. I feel like next turn, if we get 3 memory, we can... Well, provided we live to see next turn, we can... Do we live to see next turn is actually the question. We can go into the monkey, and then drop the ace, gain some memory, and Tlalocmon. It doesn't help that I've got a lot of very small Digimon in my security. 2 checks from this. Nature Spirits. It has to be a level 5 or lower. Blocker, I guess? Probably gonna stun it here anyway. Can't suspend. Yeah, you've got it, bud. You've got it. Anyway, that's my gameplay for the Nature Spirits deck. I love this deck, and since we didn't really get a first game properly, I might revisit this very soon and do some more matches, because it is fun. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. If you have any other suggestions for decks you'd like to see me play, leave them in the comments below, and I'll see you next time.